Hello and welcome back to Side by Side Learning. I am so excited for fall. We had a good summer. I mean, we had a pretty good summer. Even though it was a crazy one, we didn't do like a quarter of the things that we usually do, but we made the best of it. And now we are totally ready for autumn. Bring it on. So I wanted to show you guys some of the awesome books that we are using this year. Some of them we have in our home library, some we get from our community's library, some we read every year, and some are new to us this year. So here we go. The first one, this is a board book. This is Leaves, and it's an old book. I don't even know how old it is. It's super old. My kids love it. So each one, it's like leaves can be big, they could be small. And who's hiding in here? So this one, there's a mouse. So all of the pages have a different creature or a different person hiding in the leaf pile. So that is so much fun. And then it gets my kids all excited about hiding in our leaf pile. This is a new one that I got for this year, Patterns in the Fall. And when I saw this one, I jumped at it because learning about patterns is something that we need to do for grade 1 for our learning outcomes. So I was like, yes, we will learn about patterns in nature and it'll be great. And this one, there are different books that teach patterns for the different seasons. So we'll probably just learn about patterns all year round. But they're really pretty. And we live in a farming community, so we loved this one. Patterns. So that's a fun one. Seasons. This is one from our personal library, and I'll show you the page about fall. Information here about autumn, about seeds. There's an experiment, a project to do with flying seeds, and then you measure it. And it talks about preparing for winter, migration, hibernation, and that's it. Super easy and quick. And then the next one goes right into winter. So books like this are a great one for us to keep around in our house because then we can review it throughout the year. This one is a new one that we haven't read this one before, but it came highly recommended, so I figured we'd try it. And I flipped through it, and I read it myself, but my kids haven't seen this one yet. It's super cute. And I really like the pictures, and then it opens up. If you live in a place that doesn't have 4 seasons, you are missing out on some beautiful colors. Check these out. Gorgeous. Beautiful colors, beautiful shapes. And this book really walks you through it. It talks about what do you see? Like what stands out when this color is out? When you prepare for winter, all animals get ready for a snowy winter. Chipmunks gather red berries and brown nuts. And then of course it goes into a little bit of Halloween. We're talking about orange jack-o'-lantern. So this was a good one. That's also a new one for us, but I like trying new things. Okay, so the next 3 that I have, I love them. We read them every year. Fall Leaves. It's just so beautiful, guys. So beautiful. And then sometimes I just read like the heading and sometimes I'll read the smaller words. It depends on how good my kids are paying attention, because learning about the rain in spring or learning about the rain in autumn is enough. But sometimes we want to read rain falls come hard and steady, rushing off roofs like waterfalls. Sometimes it rains for days. When the rain falls for a long time, rivers and streams rise above their banks, and low-lying areas get covered with water. But most of the time, it's just puddles up in the road. I like that one. In southern Alberta, we don't get a heck of a lot of rain in fall. It just doesn't happen. We go from summer, and then we wait a week, and then it's almost kind of winter. But they're beautiful, beautiful. So I love this one. And then Goodbye Summer, Hello Autumn. This is kind of bittersweet to say goodbye to summer, isn't it? But in this book, they walk through and they say hello to a bunch of new things. So hello to the cool winds. Hello to, we have no time to play because we're making cozy nests and dens. So that's the beavers, they're saying hello. Hello, you can hear my tumbles from the clouds. So there's talks about all these changes, and it's a really good way of helping your kids go through the transition of the seasons. So you can say hello to autumn and get excited for what happens. Fletcher, he's my favorite. Okay, this fox is the cutest, okay? And you can find this book, and sometimes it's called The Fox and the Falling Leaves, but his name is Fletcher, guys. Let's go to the beginning. Okay, so Fletcher, he's this little fox, and the whole world is changing, and it makes him a little bit sad. And he notices all the different colors, but it's a lot of change. And he gets worried, and this is his tree, this is like his best friend, and all the leaves are starting to fall, and so he thinks that his tree is sick. So then he's trying to help the tree keep its leaves, and he holds them on, he ties the leaves back on with grass, but still they keep falling. And there's big winds, you know, all that fall stuff. And eventually there's birds that come and they help Fletcher put the leaves back in, like they stab them through the branches. But then finally Fletcher sees the last leaf, and he just wants to hold it onto the tree, and he promises the tree that he'll hold it, and he does his best. But still, the other leaf, it falls. Of course it falls. And he feels just so bad, so bad. So he's really sad, and he talks to his mom about it. And then, look at this. Then you see the winter tree, and Fletcher says, "You are more beautiful than I ever. But are you all right?" And the tiny breeze shivered the branches, making a sound like laughter. In the light of the rising sun, the sparkling branches nodded. Fletcher gave his tree a hug, then went back to the dun for a nice warm breakfast. It's seriously so cute. My favorite ever. So we'll probably read this every year for our entire lives. My kids will be like 17 and be like, "Mom, do we have to read Fletcher?" I'm like, "Yes, we have to read Fletcher." It's so cute. Thanks for joining me today to talk all about our fall and autumn books, and I hope you guys remember to subscribe and check out some other videos. And stay tuned. I've got Halloween books coming. Thanks so much. Have an awesome rest of your week.